So, hello guys, welcome to another trade breakdown, okay. I'm gonna be breaking down two trades, okay, right now. Like, this is for me also the first time I'm looking at this footage again. I didn't have time yesterday in the evening to do trade review, okay. So, but I was aware, like, during the session, like, one of my playbook setup played out, okay. So we did I do have a video on it, so the overnight low liquidity grab, okay. And we had this yesterday happen, okay, and I didn't quite play it or really take it or execute it well. I don't really remember what I did, okay, at this level. I only know I didn't take it right. So I'm gonna be looking at this one for myself and once again to show you guys this trade setup, okay. And then another setup, it's around 23 minutes and 12 seconds. I haven't looked at this as well. So someone in my Discord, like join the Discord if you want. So well, obviously, like, all my stuff is 100% free. By the way, if you like 100% free content and full transparency, leave a subscription, leave a like. Okay, it really helps me out. Leave a comment. Anyways, he asked me to review this trade for him because he kind of tries to trade similar to my style, and he basically just wasn't aware why I took it, so I'm gonna have to look at this as well. So basically what happened yesterday is we opened hard. We haven't even opened here yet, but we're about to open, okay. We're pretty much tanking here, so price is going down. This here is the overnight low, okay, at 32-ish, okay. You're gonna see it on the DOM later on. And basically the setup is I'm just gonna play this now before I gonna keep on talking here. So let's put it forward here a bit. So oh no, that was too far. So let's see here. Okay, here we are kind of breaking it. Let's go back here. Okay, so the overnight low is I did it a full stop and I did take it early on, so I did enter it like before. It's a bad entry here. Let's watch it from here. Okay, it did take me out here, okay. Full stop out here. But here's the overnight low, okay, at 32. Like, probably I thought I saw already something here. And I can see the amount of big sized buying here on my institutional tape. Okay, so not the institutional tape buying here, so the 50 plus lots, okay, is almost all of them is already blue. Okay, like, that's what you want to kind of see when you're approaching the for this setup. Okay, so for this overnight low liquidity grab setup, you want to see the buyers already be strong. Okay, so if you're approaching the overnight low and you see like the sellers being like very aggressive all the time, okay, if you don't have a strong bid, if you see the seller like selling huge size here and you don't see any buyers, okay, then chances are it's just gonna fall through. Okay, at least for me, like, I wouldn't take it then. So let's see what happens here. So we're looking at this 32s, okay, this is the overnight low here. Now we're kind of approaching it here. We do already see price struggle above it, so okay, that's what I kind of want to see and what I talked about. So I want to see price attempting to hold above it, okay, and then just really a liquidity grab lower, not the biggest amount of volume here. So we are going lower now. Now we do see some bigger sellers here, okay. Now we do see a flush here. So the seller took it out here. Let's see if I can make this. No, I can't move the quality up, unfortunately. So the sellers did take it out, but they hit, like, I don't know if you can see it then on the recording, but the last price the sellers hit here was the 32s, okay. So they didn't hit into the lows, okay. They didn't hit below the overnight low. They just hit it here, okay. Basically just took out the stops, okay, grabbed the liquidity. Now it's attempting to now you don't see follow through here, okay. still not a place for me to enter yet. So for this setup, what I like to do is I want to wait for bigger buyers to step in again. Okay, so this is not the entry yet for me. So I'm still waiting here. Obviously, you have this volume node here, this big volume node in the 33s, which kind of gets taken out now, and you have this low node here. So if we break 33.50, like this, possibly also already entry here. But we're kind of struggling it now. We're kind of breaking it. We're trading volume above it. Now at this point, you could try to enter 33.25s on this low node here, in my opinion. But I'm probably still waiting for big buyers. No, okay. Okay, yeah. Now the big buyer showed up. Okay, now I did see the big buyer come in here. Okay, print. Okay, the 51 lot big buyer here. Print. That's why I entered. Okay, that's my entry sign basically. Like I want to see. Oh, I had a leg here. So more big buying here. Completely pivoting hard of this low node here. So at this point, this trade is on. Okay. Probably should move my take profit here. This is not the scalp. This is not a scalp trade, so I should move my take profit here. I don't know if I'm moving it. No, I'm not moving it. Okay, so that was the problem with this trade. Basically, I can see now how much big buying is coming in here. Okay, so that's usually the sign you really want to move your take profit here, or even add. Like at this point, you could even add or move your take profit here. Okay, so poorly managed, to be honest. Like just taking a scalper's profit here is just too little for this setup. Okay, this is a setup which doesn't have the highest win rate. Okay, it has a high win rate, but it has an awesome risk reward. So you wanna take this like at least to the 50% retracement from the initial move lower. So, or like to some place where it like kinda could stall here, but maybe to the 39s here, at least to the 39s probably. Let's see what happens here going forward. Now you do see a strong bid here. No sellers, no big sellers anywhere to be found here really. Now we kind of reject here the 37.50s. Trying to get another long here. Okay, I like this long. I like trying to get a long here. This is just above this volume node here, above this big volume node. Let's see if I get a fill on it. We just see big buying, like there is no sign of big sellers interested whatsoever. Now we do see one big seller, but the bid just took him. Okay, at this point I'm pulling my long here. Could have kept it there, but it's probably not gonna get filled. So you really like this, probably not going below 36s here. But I'm not sure. Like I can't remember this exactly, but yeah, no, it's not. And now we're like blasting through it kind of. Now we do see on the auction we stay here some volume as well, so the market was probably kind of want to take this out here. I'm gonna keep on reviewing this real quick. Now more big buying here. Just as long as this is blue, you should be in this trade. So I should still be in this trade, like basically from a starter position. Okay, I should just still be in this trade, like till 39.75 here. So here's like the place where I could have taken this trade off. Slow noted here after this, or like 39.25s maybe. I think we did go higher, so we still see strong buying here. Point of control also just shifted here. This is just going higher. Okay, basically still big buying here. I think like I also I said like, so he said 23 minutes and 12. So the next trade is happening, which he asked me to review, is happening in 3 minutes. So We still see big buying, so you could still like be in this trade, in my opinion. Like I like to maybe take it off here, but as long as you don't see the stop, okay, this is these overnight low liquidity grabs. They really like to go. When they go, they really like to go. So, and as long as you don't see anything on the tape, I mean, look at this tape, it's all blue from the big bars. You really should hold this. Now you do start to see some absorption here. And not much big buying anymore in the 40s here. Ooh, this was a fast 2x0. Did you see this? So we did get rejected very hard and very fast here of this 41.25. Let me rewind this for you guys, so you know what I mean when I talk about complete auctions markets. I do have a video about auction market theory, okay, like watch it on the DOM scalping. Like this was a very clean and nice complete here, okay. Like we did already see, like the sellers are kind of absorbing here the 40.75s, okay. And we also no longer really don't see this 1 by and then 2 by and immediately like, okay, like that's what I mean. Like when you okay, like just take up there just 1 or 2 contracts and immediately like tank again. So this is like now a clean pivot. Now you do see it trade some contracts there, so this is no longer good. You see more big bars, but it's struggling. Now it's blasting through. Don't know though. I think this is also when I said then in the stream, so I'm not sure now. So here at this point I was thinking like I don't know really what to do. Like now the bid's kind of falling in. We're watching the point of control here. So we pretty much fell in here and not much volume. So the buyers kind of giving up here, okay. We also see some bigger buyers print here on the 39.50, but they couldn't move it up here. So at this point, we're kind of looking at this bell curve and maybe at this bell curve as one, but kind of this. Let's see what happens. You see my other mouse here. I probably said it in stream as well. You do see some buyers come in here. Let's see, now they're trying 40 again, but they kind of like 40 is getting not accepted here. So this low noded area here is like really struggling. Like if it wants to go higher, if you want to look at this as one bell curve, okay, then it really has to kind of come through this middle kind of easily, okay, like can't be like get rejected here so hard. Again, the bid is just getting weaker here, so we're getting down on less and less contracts here. So now we're approaching the high of this. So now we did get through it, okay. So here you see here like 42s basically, 42s is a very low noded area, and 41.75s kind of as well. Like what I would love to see right now is a top tick, okay. So like a top tick is kind of a stop run, okay. This increases the EV of this trade. So if this like now the highest tick till now was 41.75, if this has like a top tick to 42 or 42.25s, and then a complete auction, like again, if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say complete auction, watch my market theory video, okay. So like if we see this go up here and then toof, okay, just toof, okay, this is a very good short entry here. Yeah, we kind of, so not sure yet, so kind of like 14 by 0, so 14, okay. Now let's see what happens further. Now we do trade it, so this is not a complete auction here, so not a good entry yet, but I'm kind of, I think, starting to consider it. Now it's looking like it wants to blast through higher. this point it looks like it wants to go higher here. It's trying to build volume and hold the 42s, 42.25s here. So this, the 41.50 and 41.25s here, like the top of this bell curve, okay? So now it's kind of out of this bell curve, okay? So if we see, say, this bell curve here, okay? So now it's kind of out of it. It's building some volume here. So at this point, it should start to respect the top of this bell curve. So at this point, it should respect the 41s to basically this low node, so 41.75s all the way to 41. You don't want to see it fall through here again, okay? So you kind of want to see it, if it pulls back here, like volume thinning out and then rejecting, volume filling out, rejecting, okay? Then it's good to go higher. You don't really want to see it fall in here, and especially not mid pivot. So the middle, it's kind of hard to tell. So because if you consider this is kind of difficult to really say. Like if you consider this as one bell curve, then it shouldn't really go below 40.75, because if it goes to 40.50 here, like it passed the middle of this bell curve, okay? So and then at this point, like pullbacks to the 41.50 and 40.12 to the top of this bell curve should be met by sellers, and it should come all the way to the bottom of this bell curve again, which is around 40. And if it comes around 40, this means, like if you look at this as one bell curve, then it mid-rolled here. So then pullbacks to 41 should be met by sellers and should come pretty much to the bottom of this bell curve, which is 38.75s. And at this point, we are below point of control. And this is a kind of overextended move here. So at this point, I think, okay, this could really then start to fall in here, okay? So I'm just observing and watching closely now. Don't know what happens here. We try. Now it's still good. For now it still looks good. So we fall in, we traded some volume here, but now we're moving higher again. Okay, so all good for now. Like looks like it wants to go higher. Still look like it wants to go higher for me. So unless we really break 40.75s here, like I'm not interested in a short here. We are struggling at the highs though. Oh, okay. Now we did see like the sellers. Yeah, okay. Now that's why I get in now. We did see big sellers print here, okay. And they didn't get absorbed. So the big sellers like kind of tanked price. And we did trade through the middle here. Was a little bit of an early entry, like maybe should have waited if we actually trade volume here. But I'm just taking it here at this point. Okay, getting my fill here. And now, like I said, like now pullbacks to 41.75s should be met by sellers. So at this point, I'm entering the perfect entry, like reviewing this trade would be 41.50 or 41.75s. This is a little bit of a FOMO entry, in my opinion. But I was just kind of thinking, okay, I gotta enter now because big sellers are stepping up, and this is kind of overextended, so this probably goes without me. And I still have a place where I'm wrong pretty close, okay, like I'm wrong if we trade above, or if we actually trade volume above 42s or 42.25s, like I'm already wrong. So this is only like a 1, 2, 3 kind of 4 tick place where I'm wrong. And then like if we trade there, like I can get out for 2 or 3 ticks loss, so it's kind of fine. I even pull my emergency stop in here, what I very rarely do. But at this point I'm thinking, okay, this shouldn't come. If it comes all the way here, like it shouldn't really come all the time again. So kind of watching closely here. So now this was the pullback to 41.75, so 41.50 here, which I talked about. Like pullbacks to here should be met by sellers, okay? Which they were. We did see a complete auction here. Okay, so if you pull this back here, like now, that looks actually very good. So we do go higher here. Not yet. So 41.50 is kind of okay. Now okay, that's why here I'm also hovering around the exit button, because it didn't have a complete auction 41.50 here, so it didn't fall in here like I wanted it to. Okay. So that's why I'm thinking, okay, like maybe I need to get out here. So that's why you see my mouse here. Now the 41.75s here. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of getting out here. So, but the 42s got rejected here, but we're finding a bit again here. To be honest, like, now in hindsight, I should have pulled the trade here. Like, I really should have pulled the trade here. We did trade volume here. That's not looking all too good here. The way we're holding a bit here. Okay, I did mark it out here, so okay. I did end up marketing out here. I thought the guy was holding it, but not sure. So basically, yeah, that was why I was getting out here. So also explained. So, yeah. Now though we're falling in. Okay, so now we did trade the 42s here, so I pretty much got out exactly at the top. Okay, but at this point where I got out, like my trade idea was wrong, and now like we did see sellers again, and now we kind of like had this complete auction kinda. So now we kind of fell in here of the 42s here. So at this point, like I'm probably thinking about re-entering, and I think I did, if I remember right. Not sure where and when, though, to be precise, but also the way, if you look at this pivot here at 40.75 here, this was not the clean fast pivot. This was, it traded it and now it's slowly climbing its way up there. Okay, so this looks more like a pullback to me than a real pivot here. It's struggling here. Now it's moving down fast again. Okay, like did you see how it struggled to get higher here and then again moved down fast? Okay, so kind of just trying to get in here. A little bit of a FOMO entry as well. So like my execution yesterday was really not the best. Not sure if I pull this again. At this point, I'm thinking I'm considering maybe pulling it, but I do see lots of heavy selling here. This selling is getting absorbed, but we have like a heavy selling. Now we see a big buyer here as well, but the big buyer like doesn't move the market. So when you see a big buyer and the market go the other way, it's very often also like a sign of weakness. Okay, like so now we're kind of falling in on pretty much no volume here. Okay, so the bid is kind of pulling away here at this point. Now we're approaching the lows. Okay, and now at the lows, at the previous low node and at the lows of this, now this is also like kind of range here already. Okay, we've been ranging here. At the lows, we do see volume pick up. Okay, at the lows. So usually when you see volume pick up at the lows, this is kind of a sign that it wants to break. Okay, so if it wants to hold the range, on the edges of the range, you do see volume dry out more often than not. Obviously not always, but if a range wants to hold, like volume dries out and it comes back into the mean. Okay, but if you see at the end of the range volume pick up, especially if it picks up into the direction where it wants to break, like very often it is a breakout indeed. So we did see like volume really picking up here, lots of aggressive sellers. The bid it's just clearing on pretty much no volume here at this point. We do have some low nodes here in the so now we are at this bottom of this bear curve, okay. So we do have a very low noded area here. And that, okay, I take this trade off. So we were at point of control. We had a very low noded area here. So at this point, I was kind of thinking or expecting like, okay, was a good trade. Maybe the entry wasn't the best, okay, but I was down already in the session and I kind of wanted to crawl my way back. Could have held it here and maybe looked if it wants to break, but I'm also not mad at myself for pulling this trade here. So it is at the low of this. Honestly, like, I kind of would have expected some sort of a pullback here. Maybe I was also thinking, okay, I'm getting out here and maybe re-entering on a pullback to 40. But we are not really getting it. We're just like trading through here, through this low node. So obviously I could have held this. Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20. Yeah. So basically, this is the trade breakdown, okay, for you guys. If you watch my live streams, okay, if you watch any of my live streams and you like, I'm trying my best, okay, to break down the trades and like the ideas why I'm entering a trade during my stream as well. But obviously, like, you need to see how I do this. Like, all this information that I'm like saying now, okay, I need to pause the video. I need to really like, I'm processing all this information pretty much when I'm trading and looking at all this stuff, and I can't just talk all this stuff while I'm trading. Like, I'm trying my best and it's getting better, okay, like at least I think it's getting better during the streams. But yeah, it's kind of difficult. This is like way easier for me to explain it, okay, like yeah, and to break it down. And it also helps myself, okay, like reviewing it so in depth, like usually when I do my trade reviews, because my scalp binder takes so many trades, I usually most of the time just watch my sessions, only like if there are some specific trades I want to look at, be closer, like for example today, okay, this overnight low liquidity grab and move higher. I wanted to know how I executed it or if I took it. I wasn't even sure if I took it, but I did see now in hindsight that it actually played out exactly. So I wanted to see yeah, how I did it. And the other trade is someone who on Discord who's like constantly writing me and asking me questions. Like, I really do appreciate it, and it helps me out also, like yeah, really helps me out because reviewing yourself like this, okay, it really adds value to your trading, to look at this for yourself, okay. Anyways, I hope you liked the video. I hope you like my content, okay. If you do, if you've watched it till the end, okay, I really appreciate it. Leave a comment, share this video with your trading buddies, okay. I'm liking YouTube. I love seeing us grow, okay. I have also now this our homepage. You're probably aware of it, like check it out, okay. Yeah, basically that's it for me. Anyways, I'm heading into the session now, going live now. It's 10 minutes, it's 9:10 now, okay, so gonna be starting the stream now. Wish you all a green day. Stay green, everyone, okay, and peace.